Take me back, back to the shack, back to the spot where his daughter got hacked. Kick in the door, fall on the floor, not gonna be conscious no more. There's JC and Papa too, some Holy Spirit hullabaloo. We don't know if it's fake or true. Back to the shack. Hi everybody, welcome back to Crandall Reviews. I am Matthew Crandall. So about a week and a half ago I was on Twitter and Lori Loughlin and Becky from Full House tweeted out a tweet that said if you went to Atom Tickets, which is an amazing app, if you don't have it, get it, they have lots of promos, and entered a certain promo code, you could get a free ticket to see the new movie The Shack, starring Sam Worthington, Octavia Spencer, and so of course, being a guy who just likes to see movies, I thought, why not? So I logged onto the app, bought my ticket for free, went to the theater to see this thing, and I had seen the preview a couple of times and thought it was horrendous. Not only because it's one of these pseudo-religious Christian movies that's about something completely horrible, but yet has a bunch of spiritual philosophy in it, but also I hate Sam Worthington. Anybody who's watched this show will know that I think the guy's a charisma vacuum, the likes of Jai Courtney, and I'm not a big fan. But I do like Octavia Spencer, and I was kind of intrigued to see how this became a movie about spirituality and Christianity, and it was written by a Canadian based on a novel, so I was a little bit intrigued. And for the first hour, this movie was bad. It was a bad movie. It's a bad movie, but it was bad enough that I kind of wanted to see where it was going. And then the last hour and 10 was horrendous. And I really should have just jumped over to see Logan again instead. But I didn't. The basic story is that Sam Worthington and his family are really religious. They go to church every week. And they're best friends with their pastor and a bunch of people from the church. And they go on a camping trip. And his youngest daughter gets abducted and taken and murdered in a shack. And then a little while later, he gets a mysterious note in his mailbox inviting him to the shack. And it's signed Papa, which is what they call God. So he decides he's got to go up to the shack to see what's going on because this mysterious note appeared in his mailbox. And I'm kind of going with it at this point. Now, I'm going to get into spoilers here, so if you are going to go see The Shack, why? Why would you? And two, if you care about being spoiled, then turn this off, and I'll probably not see you ever again. But if you're still here, I'll go into a few spoilers. So after his daughter goes missing, he gets murdered, he decides he's going to go to The Shack. Tim McGraw, who's his buddy from church, is like, let's go up to The Shack together, man. We'll go to The Shack. And Worthington's like, yeah, okay, what's that? And he steals the guy's car, his truck, as he's distracted. And he goes, and there's an awkward moment where he has like a close call with a transport truck. And then he just keeps driving to the shack. And anyone who's ever seen a movie anywhere at any time will know that there was absolutely no reason for that close call where he almost gets hit. Unless, of course, later we're going to find out he actually did get hit and everything that took place at the shack happened in like a fever dream during a coma while he's in a hospital. So that's, of course, where this is going. But he goes to the shack and he finds it abandoned and nothing there. And he gets really mad. And then all of a sudden he sees a man who is the Son of God. So he sees Jesus. And Jesus invites him to go to his Papa's place. So he goes to this other sort of house in the middle of this enchanted garden and has dinner with Octavia Spencer and the Holy Spirit. So we got the whole Holy Trinity up here. And Sam Worthington's just having a good time. And then, of course, they start tackling the hard issues about his childhood. And he finds out that his dad was an abusive dick to him because his dad was abused. And it's a cycle. And then he realizes that faith and Christianity requires you to be forgiving and do unto others and all this stuff. So he has to forgive the man who murdered his daughter before he can be at peace. And it's not that the concept is bad. It's kind of interesting. There's just really hokey moments where Sam Worthington and Jesus run across water. So there's a walk on water moment, but they're like practically skipping and giggling like schoolgirls, and it's just awkward and weird. Octavia Spencer is perfectly fine in this, but everything they're spouting, all of this spiritual philosophy, comes off as cheap, unthought. There's not much thought behind it. It's all just blind following sheep kind of stuff. And I'm not an atheist or somebody who looks down on Christianity or religion. I think to each their own. You believe what you want to believe. But this movie just felt like it was talking down to its audience the entire time, pandering, and it was a movie that was never ending. It is super long. So if you've ever thought there's no such thing as a bad, free something, The Shack definitely tries to prove otherwise. So I do not recommend this, not even if you're like a little bit curious at the weird concept or the horrible trailer you keep seeing. The movie is just as bad, not worth it, not even for free. Next time, I'm letting Uncle Jesse pick the movie. So let me know if you saw The Shack, why you did, if you did, if you liked it, if I'm wrong, if I need to be saved. Let me know. Like the video. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching. But will Papa be angry, Papa?